Hello, world.
Welcome to our podcast where we talk about anything and everything.
Nothing is off limits.
This is Everything Electrified with Hiba and James.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode 13 of our podcast.
13. Oh my God.
Lucky number 13.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, if you subscribe, you keep the black-eyed children away. Just letting you guys know. It's a fact. Subscribe.
Really?
Yeah, keep the
Really?
black-eyed children
That's
away.
for a fact.
That's facts right there.
All right, please subscribe to keep black-eyed children away.
What's up, Hiva?
What's going on this week with you?
Good. You know how it is. Keeping busy. We both are. You know how it
Yeah. You know we talked about Squid Games before. It's still like a thing right now, right? It's still like a hot topic. People are still watching it. People have seen it.
Rewatching it.
Yeah. And there is a working theory here for Squid Games. Okay.
Okay.
Hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Squid Games. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it first. Otherwise, you're not going to understand this theory. So they're saying the theory is that, the main guy, right?
Yes.
The main guy.
Yes.
Who's like a little scumbag, but then apparently he's really good in the games.
Yeah.
Right? That guy and the old man that's in it.
Uh-huh.
Right? This theory is that that's father and son.
Get the hell out of here.
Hold
Come
on. Let me have supporting details for this. Wait a second. All right. Look at this. Do you remember the scene when they were giving out food to like all like the contestants, you could say?
Yeah.
And then like the main guy, right, says, "Oh, do you have chocolate milk? I'm allergic to regular," or something like that. He says that like he doesn't like regular or whatever. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. So when he comes back to the old man was like, "Oh, I bet you get in trouble a lot as a kid." And he was like, "Yeah, I did. How did you know that?" And he said, "Oh, my son was just like you." Okay, but you don't think anything of it. You move on from that. All right, it happens. Kids are kids.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Marvel game, right? The old man says, "This looks like an exact neighborhood that I grew up in." And then the main character guy says, "Yeah, me too."
Oh.
And then remember when the first time they were let go, they voted to like end the game, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the old man ended up in that neighborhood, and he was like, he lived just right up the street or something.
Yeah, but he was saying he was visiting a friend. I remember that was the case. He's like, I'm visiting a friend.
He was lying. But anyways, wait, the icing on the cake. I'm gonna give you the icing on the cake on this, okay? When the old man was playing the marble game, right? And was losing his memory, or he was acting like he's losing his memory or whatever.
Of course.
He was like, "Do you know what today's date is?" And then he goes like, the old man's still talking. He goes like, "I think it's the 24th." And then he said, "The reason why I wanted to know was because my son's birthday is in a few days," right? But then, if you remember the opening scene of Squid Games, the first episode, the main character is trying to get money from the bank account, and he entered in his birthday, which is April 26th, which is 2 days after the 24th.
No.
Yes.
It's his.
Yes.
He was entering his daughter's birthday.
No, he entered his birthday, which was wrong, and then it was his daughter's birthday.
Okay.
He entered his birthday in first because it was his mom's debit card. So he entered his birthday first, thinking it was his birthday, but then he realized his mother loved his granddaughter way more and it's her birthday. But he literally entered April 26th and it was the 24th, and this man was like, "My son's birthday is in a few days. We should make it the 2 days." So there's your little Easter eggs in the show showing that they're related. Maybe they don't know they're related. I don't know, but it's looking like they are.
Well, whatever is whatever. I mean, the actors who did the Squid Games, it was a one-off for them. So they're not planning on, from what I heard, they're not planning on making a sequel, even though people were saying you should, including Netflix has said, "Hey, listen, we would definitely like to do a sequel regarding the Squid Games because it actually was popular." The guy goes, "I'll think about it."
It might be a prequel.
And there may be a prequel regarding the old man because, as you know, if you remember when the what do you call that? The police officer goes in to look about his brother. He looks at all previous records from previous Squid Games. So they've been playing this game for a while.
Yeah.
So that is a possibility. So we'll see.
Yeah, you can make a prequel with like older Like, I mean, like new people because it's
Yeah,
a prequel. It's from like the
yeah.
past or something, and they want to like have more of a story with the old man. Like, how did he get into it? So it could be a prequel of this. But I just, when I was watching the show, right, I
Yeah.
had a feeling in the pit of my stomach that that's his son. I didn't know all these dots being connected at that time, but I just felt like I think that's his son. I think that could be his son. I think that could be his
I
son.
mean, like it could be. It's one of those theories. It's like one of those like game theory type things with Five Nights at Freddy crap. So, that is a good theory. It is possible. Because you have brought up several points that I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Those dots are correct.
Like, why would they say that? They specifically had these characters say these sentences. You know
I
what
don't
I'm saying?
know.
This
I
why would
mean,
the old man need to say, I had a neighborhood just like this. And he's like, me too. Or, like, oh, I don't like this. I need chocolate milk. And he's like, oh, do you get spanked as a kid? Like, it's just like,
it makes sense. The old man was old. The mother was old. They both were dying. So it's a possibility.
and his
It's a
mom's
possibility.
dead. So there's no way for him to verify.
If that's true or not.
Yeah. And now he's dead too.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, if you haven't
Spoiler.
watched the Squid Game, sorry, spoiler. But you know what? Fuck that. You should have been watching it by now. It's been like number 1 on Netflix. I just want to point that out. Number 1 on Netflix.
Oh
So
my god. I don't know. That was it was good. I think this theory is a little I always thought they were related. I was like, no, this has to be his dad because the way they were talking and everything, I felt like in the end it was going to be revealed that or they were going to find out that that's father and son. But
yeah,
I didn't see it coming that he was actually involved in the whole game thing. I did not see that coming.
yeah,
And
makes
you know
sense.
what's really crazy? You know what's really crazy? That they actually hint in the actual show that he is the real head because his number 001
Oh,
when the detective was going through all the contestants for the year, it never had 001. It only started at 002. Like the old man was never in it.
yeah, yeah. There was always that 002, and then of course, if you remember when they were all killing each other, and the old man climbed to the top of the bed and was like, "Please stop!
Yeah,
I'm
they stopped.
scared."
Yep.
They stopped. They said, "All right, run in," because they will. If you notice, there's a. I mean, people have noticed it too when they do the red light blue red light green light game. You could see the robot looking around at all the contestants, but when they look at him, 001, I don't know his name. I'm sorry, Ilnam. If you look at when they look at Ilnam, they see that he's dark. So she doesn't even see him as a contestant because if you notice, he runs, and when she says green light, he like still moved. He moved twice in there. I'm like, okay, everybody else that did the moves, she shot them. When it came down to him, it was not happening. She didn't even see him as a contestant.
Yeah. So I had a I even though the clues were right there, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah.
And then he didn't care what shape he picked.
No,
Like
he
he
didn't.
knew nothing was gonna happen to him, so he didn't really care. And then like the Marvel game when he supposedly lost because he cheated, so
Yeah,
supposedly he lost. They didn't really like. That's the only person you didn't see being shot. You just heard a shot, like you didn't really see him being shot. All the rest of the contestants, you see them being shot on screen.
almost all of them, almost all of them. Because if you remember the husband and wife team, you never saw her being shot. You never, because that would have been a.
That's not a main character
It,
though.
it wasn't, but throughout the whole time they have brought up that that's my wife. You got to put me with my wife, shit like that. So they have touched on it, and why would they put that at the beginning, or in order to find out later on she was shot? I mean, I would like to see that conversation. How did he decided to like take marbles from his wife or whatever? Why did she decide to, as a guy, if I'm going against my wife, I'm gonna be like, shoot me first because I cannot see my wife die. Just kill me. I
And
can't.
how did he know that how to play the tug and war thing? Like he knew the exact
Well,
strategy.
no, if you remember, he said at the beginning, these are games I used to play when I was a kid. From the red light, green light, he goes, I used to play that when I was a kid. He's gone through each game, and each game was games that he's played when he was growing
Yeah,
up.
which goes back to him being the head of everything. It's just like
Yeah,
more like, hints of him being the head of everything.
agreed.
Like,
Agreed.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Either
All
way,
right.
it's been really good.
Yeah, good show. Good show.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to move on to our really the first topic here is going to be some game time. All right, James, you want to go first or should I?
I'll go first. I mean,
Okay.
it's very small. I hate two things, guys. And again, I said this in the last podcast. I'm going to tell you guys in this podcast. I have to give my easy target Sunshine because it's a lot of easy targets because it's quiet from Xbox, it's quiet from Sony. I tried my hardest to look over for them. I cannot. We're gonna go back to Nintendo. So Nintendo, if you remember last podcast, Hib, I told you that Nintendo says do not pull off the screen protector off your Switch
Right.
because it's an anti like scattering film. That's what they
Mhm.
called it, anti-scattering film. So someone decided, let's put it to the test. And they scratched it, and they scratched it bad, right? They went deep, deep scratch. That film ain't worth dick. It is nothing. It's like having nothing on your screen, which I would have told anyone that. So if you bought an OLED, guys, do not listen to Nintendo and say, well, you could optionally put a screen protector. Just put a screen protector on it. I have one. I made sure Hiba has one. I made sure my fiance has one. Just put your screen protector on it. Do not let that shit happen. Because this is bullshit. Thanks, Nintendo.
Okay. All right.
One other thing I want to bring up,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna let you go ahead. But you have any comments on that?
No, I mean, I haven't even seen it. I don't know what it looks like. I know you took the Switch as soon as we unboxed it and like you put a screen protector on it. So I'm not even sure what it looks like or anything.
Yeah, it's really garbage. It's like you can barely see it. It really like
Okay.
we work on a lot of electronics, and we've seen screen protectors on our electronics that we work on, and we can noticeably see that it's there. Nintendo, you can't noticeably see shit that it's on there. Nothing. It looks like they just put the screen on top, and it's like, here you go, enjoy.
Wow.
So two things I want. The next thing I want. I should. Wow, I should have brought the other design. So Nintendo tricked us, Hiba.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo tricked us on the Switch. What was the two major highlights? I'm going to let you know. Maybe our listeners can actually tell us. What was the two major highlights about the OLED?
I
Hib.
don't know.
Okay, so
Bigger screen.
bigger screen and better sound quality. Correct?
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing, but okay.
Yeah. If you look at the trailer or whatever, if you guys go back, if you want to put our podcast on hold and then go back and watch it on YouTube, go right ahead. The trailer goes pure sound quality. They fixed. They what they did was on the new Switch. On the new Switch, they put the sound quality inward. So when you close something on top of a speaker, it actually blows out a lot more. Even though you have vents, because we know everything has to have vents on the Switch, it blows out a lot more. So they closed off kind of like the speakers, so you can hear a better echo, so that you increase sound quality on your Switch. The other one, the speakers were at towards the bottom and they were facing outward, so the sound quality was just being lost because it kept blowing outward. That's why the sound quality wasn't as crazy. That's what another thing that I found out this week regarding the Switch.
Okay. I heard Nintendo is telling people that this Switch is not for people who already own Switch. This Switch is for people who don't have a Switch.
Yeah, I
Like it's
mean,
not worth the up. They literally said it's not worth the upgrade.
to be honest with you, we said that the other day. I mean, I have no regrets on upgrading my Switch, but then again, I collect. So I have the first generation Switch. I have the second red box. Everyone's calling it the red box Switch. I have that one too. And I have the Mario edition of a Switch, and now I have the OLED. I don't have a Switch Lite. So if people who have a Switch Lite that want to go ahead and make the plunge to a Switch, the OLED's definitely for you. Or people who don't have a Switch, the OLED's for you. But you're right, Hibbs. Nintendo is saying if you think this is going to be an improvement, just hold off your original Switch. It doesn't matter.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna actually go into some Xbox news here.
But I have one other thing. But go ahead. You got Xbox
Yeah.
first.
So Xbox is making an update. Supposedly, when you played with your PlayStation and you put the headset into your controller, it would mute the TV automatically, so everything's in your headset.
Makes
Xbox
sense.
didn't do that. Xbox, like, it's in your headset, but your TV also has all the sound, so you would have to mute your TV if that's what you want to do. Right? So apparently, after all these years of Xbox existing, they have finally made an update where you're able to go into your settings and change it that if you plug your headset, have all audio going to your headset so you don't have to do that to your TV.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
after all these years, finally. Thank you.
Thank you for catching up. Thank you for.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll give you a golf clap. Golf clap. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Golf clap.
Oh yeah, so that's what they have there for that. What's your next thing?
One, and it's the final thing. We
Mhm.
talked about it last week about the increase of Nintendo's pricing.
Right.
All right. So people were still tight. Nintendo, they're mad at Nintendo. Well, you did this, what that. So a big person that does a lot of Nintendo rumors had come out and said the reason why Nintendo increased the pricing, and you're not gonna believe. You're not gonna believe it.
Uh-huh.
So as you know, they're gonna be adding Nintendo 64, right?
Mhm.
Which IPs for Nintendo 64 is owned by Nintendo, so they don't
Right.
have to increase their pricing because of that. They do, however, have to increase the pricing because they made a deal with Sega to take the Sega library, for them to have the Sega library to the Nintendo Switch. So they're mad because well, not they're mad, not Nintendo's mad, but Sega's mad. Goes, well, you're making all this money and you want our library. Well, we want a cut of that too. So that's the reason why they had to increase the pricing, because they have to pay licensing fees to Sega in
Well,
order
that
for them to
makes
have that.
sense.
It makes sense, but I don't really care about having Sega games on my Nintendo Switch, because why? So I try to point that out.
Some
Sorry,
people want it. Some people like it.
I'm done kicking the dead horse, but that's basically what. No, fuck that. I don't care. That's
All
bullshit.
right. Here's another thing. I guess it's related news. I guess it's Nintendo news. I guess maybe. So feds accuse a man of spending $57,000 on Pokemon cards with his COVID relief money.
What the fuck?
He spent $57,000 on Pokemon cards.
Someone needs to beat that motherfucker's ass. What
Like
is wrong with
this
you?
man's from Georgia. So I guess he got this COVID relief for his business, right?
Uh
They give
huh.
you the government gives you like some money. It's a
Yeah.
loan, and
Yeah.
then you're supposed to be able to like pay stuff for your business so you can keep afloat and put a roof over your head. But he took that money and spent it on Pokemon cards. I mean, I'm not the one to judge. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon cards, but really,
Yeah. What
like
the fuck were
really.
you thinking, bro? Seriously.
It's not like you took the $57,000, invested in your business, got a lot of money from there, and used the profits from your business. You literally took COVID relief money that could have went to somebody else that could have needed it or
That
something.
was more hard up than your dumbass, and fucking
Uh,
wouldn't spend the money. That's crazy.
wait. He turned around and spent $57,000 on a single Pokemon card.
What?
Yes,
Did you
sorry,
just?
it's just
Did you?
one card.
You literally fucking rub salt in the wound, bro. You just rub
Yeah.
salt in the fucking wound right now.
It
I'm
says
definitely tight.
but the identity of this card is unknown. We don't know what card it is that costs 50. It got to be like a mint condition Charizard hollow or
Like
something.
first edition,
Yeah,
mint
first
condition,
edition,
craziness.
number 10 class, like everything. Because that's the only ones I can think of that go for thousands of dollars.
Yeah. You know,
You know,
I'm about to tell you something that's gonna blow your mind. My brother has 6 of them.
in mint condition.
Mint condition. He has
He has
6.
them graded.
He has not graded them. No.
He got grade
You
them.
know why he has them? Because when growing up as a kid,
Uh-huh.
he actually traded a lot for Charizards, and he loved the way the hollows looked. So
Uh-huh.
he kept them in the book because you know when you playing cards growing up, you
Yeah.
had a book so you can play with cards, take them out, trade them, sell them, whatever.
Yo, he can
He
buy
had
a house. What is
6.
he doing?
He well also he owns a card store, so that's another
Oh,
thing.
okay.
So,
I forgot
so
about
it's
that.
another thing he got. So it doesn't matter to him.
Yeah,
It's like
no.
whatever, and he's a big YouTuber, so he doesn't give 2 fucks.
Yeah. Forget that. That doesn't count. You
Yeah.
know, I had so many good cards, but when I was a kid, right, we used to live in Queens, New York, from an apartment, and then we were moving to Long Island, and my mom was like throwing away all our toys, like my brother's Hot Wheels, like
Oh
all our toys. She
shit.
was not bringing none of that, right? And then we had the Pokemon book, right? And she was
Uh,
like, "What do you guys want to do with this?" And me and my brother were dumb as hell. We're like little kids. We're dumb. We're like, I don't know. Like, you know how your kids get tired of their stuff and they just stop. So mom was like, all right, it's going in the trash. So there's some dumpster somewhere someone found with like a ton of first edition Pokemon cards and rare holograms and all types of stuff.
how hurt do you feel right now?
I am hurt. But listen to this, like, guys, listen to this. So my mom actually found some of our Pokemon cards in like an old luggage. So apparently some of them I took out to bring with me, and then they were stuck in our luggage. Like we never emptied the luggage. So when we moved and she went through the stuff, we found Pokemon cards in our luggage. So I actually have like 200, 300 Pokemon cards. Like I have some rare, some first edition, like some hollows. Like, you know, some of them are like what they're worth a little bit of money, not too much, but I do have those cards still. I have a little
Wow.
bit. A little bit.
Wow.
I have to go through them and then like list them all on eBay and stuff like that. It's just so much work.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
It's just so much work. I don't want to do it.
That's too much.
All right. Do you have anything else for?
No, no. I went through. I beat the dead horse on Nintendo. I'm done. Fuck
All
that.
right. You know, let's go into some tech news. All right, James. So as we speak right now in tech news, right? The coin Shiba is up as we speak right now, 51%.
Don't fucking remind me. Fuck you.
It's a 51%. It was at 55% when I first started this podcast, but it's at 51% speaking. I swear to God, I'm so close to retiring. Not really, but I wish.
No, not really, but it's all good.
I wish. But it is going up there. But anything that goes up
Must
has
come
the
down.
has a habit of coming down. I don't know what the new ceiling is. Maybe the new ceiling is gonna be, like the I think it's like 0.0000033 or something like that. Might be a new ceiling. It's at 43 right now. So I need to buy more when it comes down. This is a good coin, guys. Do not take financial advice from me.
Do not. She's not a financial advisor. Please do not take financial advice.
But please buy Shiba.
No. Just do not do what you want for yourself. Do not take financial advice from anything regarding our podcast. Please do not.
Do
We're
not
not
take
financial advisors.
But it's going very well. Anyone that listened to me in the past, you're welcome. Do not take financial advice, but anyone who did, you're welcome. All right. I want to get down to this. So I want to put Apple in the news here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Apple is being sued by a man in San Francisco for $1,383.13. That's the exact cost of his iPhone 12. He says the company refused to fix his device while it was under warranty.
Oh, shit.
Apple is known to tell you need a new device. They're not the people to fix your stuff.
Yeah, because they don't believe that devices should break. They're hard-headed. They don't believe devices break.
No. They believe it breaks, but their whole thing is, okay. So to fix your phone, it's $900, but you can get a new one for $1,200. So what is it going to be? That's their mentality. They just make it so ridiculous for you to try to fix it that you just end up going like, well, if I just pay a little bit more money, I can just get the new one.
Fuck that. Fuck you.
So this guy is suing them because he wants Apple to give him a free phone, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it was under warranty and everything, and they did refuse to fix it.
I guess it's the principle, because it would cost you more to go to court to do all this shit for that. I mean, I guess it's principle on that. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, good for him. I swear, if he gets it, good for him.
That means that's a big thing, though. Then that means everyone can come after them.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you fix it?
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
But I mean, to say if it's under warranty, they're gonna find a reason why it didn't qualify. Because warranties are always like such a fine print. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would think like, hey, this is under warranty, and they'd be like, no, that's not what we covered under warranty. We can't help you there. It's just like insurance companies.
Yeah.
You pay for insurance, and then they'll be like, okay, you pay for insurance, and then like an act of God happens, and they're like, well, act of God isn't part of your insurance plan. Like, what? Like, that's exactly what insurance is for.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I've been told that. On multiple occasions. Act of God. That's what they call it. Literally, they call it act of God is the terminology you use. I'm like, yeah, we can't control act of God. That's not covered. Like, that's exactly why you buy insurance, though.
That's
it's
what
for
you have.
Acts of God. Like, stuff happens.
God happens.
That's exactly what insurance is for. Like, I don't know. That's messed up. Messed up on all types of level. I would be pissed. Wow. I would be pretty pissed. And then I would buy a new iPhone. I'd be pretty pissed and then I'd buy a new iPhone.
Pretty much. That's facts. That's exactly facts right there. So go ahead.
So listen to this. So more news, right? So Facebook is changing their name. Did you know that?
Really?
Facebook wants to change their name. Now I'm thinking like you made Facebook as such a popular thing. Like everyone knows what the logo is. Like everyone knows what Facebook is, right? It's so popular. But then for a company that big to change their name, not change their logo, change their name. Either they're trying to disassociate themselves with their past, right? That's the only reason I can think of an upsell of why changing their name is important. They don't want to be, put together with like rigged elections or like spying or privacy or all that type of stuff. They just want to like a new start. What would they even call themselves?
Spy book.
Spy book.
Spy book.
I spy on you.com.
Yeah, pretty much.
No privacy here.
I hacked.
Yeah.
I
Hack
hacked.
book.
Hacks books. Yeah.
Book
Well,
face.
book face.
That sounds like a villain.
And instead of it being blue, it's black. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Black book.
Black book. Blacklist. I mean, we'll go after the commercials there. I mean, the TV show.
I don't know. Like, I don't
The
understand
fuck outta
the whole
here.
changing their name. They're supposed to change it this week, so I guess we'll find out like what they
Fucking
changed it to.
bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
What? Like, I don't even understand. That's like Google saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna change our name." Like, but then everyone knows you as Google. That's where people go. Now you're gonna
Yeah.
change it. It's gonna like you're losing your identity. So there has to be
Exactly.
a reason for that. Has to be that's like Disney saying they're changing their name.
Yeah.
Where
Fuck
do you call Disney then? Like, I mean, there's such big
Mouseland.
households. That does not sound good at all. Like, why would you? That does not sound good.
Listen, they got a mouse as a mascot. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound good, Mouseland. Like that sounds like I'm watching some bootleg show or something, and they couldn't say Disney, so they had to say Mouseland. You know what I'm saying? Just like when they can't show you Apple products, so they put a pear instead. Like,
listen. That's true. I've seen that too. But there's one game. If you have, I'm gonna tell you right now. So there was and it wasn't really game time, but it's not really game time. Whatever. There's a YouTuber I watched called JonTron, right?
mm-hmm.
And then one of the things he did was bootleg Disney games. And one of the bootleg Disney games, it was fucked up. It was about Lion King. And when you died, right?
Yeah.
You see, was it Simba? The main character Simba? Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. When you die, Simba actually climbs up to a tree and hangs himself. That's what the bootleg game does. And he goes, ah! And you gotta watch the YouTube chat. I'm gonna send it to you after we're done here. I'm gonna send you the YouTube video, and it's fucking hilarious. It's back when
dark for kids.
It really was dark, but the thing is that these are bootleggers that didn't want to get sued by Disney, so they changed the ending of it. So if you guys want to treat yourself, look at JonTron's bootleg Disney games. I'm telling you right now, you'll laugh your ass off. It's hilarious.
Wow. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So, do you know who Valkyrie is?
Who's Valkyrie?
She is like a Twitch streamer, I believe.
Okay.
I believe she's probably a YouTuber too. Yeah, she's a Twitch streamer. And she's like a gamer. So apparently she made a cream. Okay.
Oh, God help us.
It's a blue light cream.
Uh-huh.
So apparently when you look at your screens all day, there's one that it hurts your eyes and affects your eyes, you get these glasses. Another one is it affects your skin. So your skin is bad. So she got with the company or whatever, it was her company. I'm not exactly sure she's a founder in it or she's an investor in it. She's promoting this cream, a blue light cream. Okay. You put this on, it's supposed to protect your skin from the blue light. Now, the thing is, when you go to this cream's website, right, it literally says like a disclaimer, like they do not claim any of this. They, do your own research. Like they give you some big disclaimers like, oh yeah, this cream may not do what it says it does, but then they're promoting it that's what it does. So a lot of people are calling her a scammer and saying it's a scam.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like maybe it does some stuff. I'm sure.
So,
like
I'm not hating on people trying to be entrepreneurs. I really am not. But it's like you have to be 100% certain in order for you to promote shit. I mean, Hiba.
Yeah.
Let's take us for example. We have been approached by other people, to do to promote their products, and if it's a legit product, we definitely want our listeners and viewers to jump on it. I mean, we've done it with Hand Show, with a lot of Hand Show products. Their products are fucking quality. I'm just putting it out there right now.
It is.
Not even trying to promote say, hey guys, use the code shit. No, I've actually worked with a lot of the products. You've seen me work with it on the channel. It's a pain in the ass, but you've seen me working on the channel, and their products are fantastic. That's the only. So they don't just go, here's money. Because we didn't get really money from Hand Show. We do the promotion, but it is what it is. We get discount just like everybody else gets discount. Mm-hmm. But we made sure that the product is quality. So when it's quality, so we can tell you guys, hey guys, you want this because we tried it, you want it. So this chick, like I said, I don't mind her doing her own entrepreneur, but you better be 100% certain. If you got a big following and you're like half certain, then you don't want to promote that shit. Just saying. Because it makes you look like shit.
It's not even half certain. They just say it on their website that, don't, like, we I need to find it on their website where they say what they say.
The same with dark plates. Let's go back to dark plates with Sony. They literally like made new plates that differentiates them from the PlayStation 5 plates, and that's what they were selling them for. And they were selling them for a while. Same thing, but it's quality. It depends on the quality you have. Don't put yourself out there, because if you put yourself out there, you're only gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why people say it's just like it's just a money grabber thing, just trying to like use her name to like promote something that's just a cream or just I'm not saying the cream is bad or the soap, whatever it is
No, I'm not.
bad or something, but it's just like it doesn't really there's no real evidence or proof like, oh my god, you use this and like number one, there's no real proof or evidence that blue light is killing your skin.
Yeah,
There's no real
yeah,
proof. It may be or it may not be. There's no real proof. Then if there's no real proof of it being a problem, then how can you have real proof of it being a solution?
I agree.
That's where people are like, oh, it's a scam and these influencers, you gotta be real careful what you're like promoting.
Exactly. That's the main thing I've been going back to. It's like
Mhm.
before you promote something, do your research, do your homework. So that way you don't fuck over the people who are putting their trust in you. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. That sucks for her. I'm gonna go on to some world news.
Let's go.
All right. So some world news. This is what I have here. A teen, right? A teen. And when I say teen, I mean like maybe a 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was driving.
Mm-hmm.
In I think this is Los Angeles. They were driving in Los Angeles. And they were driving 86 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they hit a car and they killed the lady in the car. She was 32 years old.
Jesus.
She was like around my age, I swear to God. She's like
Wow.
literally my age. That's how old she was. She's very young. And you know the car this 17-year-old was driving? Take a guess. I just want James to take a guess. Go ahead.
He's probably driving a fucking Ford Mustang or Ducati or some crazy Porsche Cayenne.
Okay,
Like,
pick one. Like you just list 5. Just pick one.
Ford Mustang.
Okay. All right. Great guess. It's a Lamborghini Urus.
I quit. I'm done.
It's a Lamborghini SUV.
Wow.
17 years old. Okay.
Where did you get the money for this shit? I didn't get that when I was growing up. This bullshit.
But listen to this. Listen to this. All right, you kill someone, right? But what happens to you? Nothing. You got a slap on the wrist. Are you telling me that young lady's life did not freaking matter? That this entitled asshole was doing this? Like he didn't even get a trial or anything. He just got a slap on the wrist.
You're joking. You told me you're joking.
I swear to God. No, I swear to God. And the family of this lady is like, listen, he was in an adult car doing adult things, like driving is an adult activity.
Yeah.
All right. He should be tried as an adult.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly. He's going 86 miles per hour and nothing.
And he killed somebody.
Yes.
That person's no longer alive. And she would have been alive if his ass wasn't behind the wheel.
Yes. And she was just coming home from work.
On top of that. That's like fucking.
She was like doing her thing, man. She was living her life. Like.
And that's it. Gone in 1 minute because some fucking entitled asshole took her life away. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and this guy lives in Beverly Hills, of course.
Oh, yeah. Shit icing on the cake. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, he was sentenced to 9 months in a juvenile detention center and has 4 years of probation. But really, like, to kill someone and that's you just can walk away from that is.
I just want to point out, 10 to 15 years if you're caught hacking. If you're caught hacking, it's 10 to 15, right? This motherfucker got 9 months for taking somebody out.
Listen to this. He spent 10 days in the hospital after the crash, and didn't walk away unscathed. He's been diagnosed with a number of conditions, including autism
What?
spectrum disorder. So now you're telling me you gave your autistic kid a Lamborghini Urus. So now, who am I really mad at? Am I really mad at him, or am I really mad at the parents? Like, I don't know who I'm really mad at here.
Yeah, I'm mad at the parents.
Yeah, like, I'm not even mad at this kid anymore. I'm more mad at the parents. Like, what are you thinking? Like, you should be in jail. Forget, you should be in jail right now.
They should be locking your ass up.
Yeah, like, what the heck is this? Like, if I was a girl's family, I would sue the parents.
I would sue the parents completely. Oh yeah, we're done with your son. Great, I'm not done with you because you gave your son a fucking Lamborghini Yaris.
Yeah,
go away.
It's like you didn't give him a Honda Civic, right? And he's pushing 86. You gave him a Lamborghini Yaris. Like,
yeah, what was you fucking thinking?
You know what? I just listen to this one. Listen to this one. Oh my god, world news. Oh my god, this is what's happening in the world. So a Pennsylvania man called 911, but 911 dispatch hung up on him.
What?
Yeah, because he didn't speak English. He was only speaking Spanish. That does not make any sense.
That makes no sense.
But that's what it is. That's the story here.
So that probably guy died because some fucking dumbass.
There was a fire. Him and his nephew was caught in the fire, and he was calling 911 for help. And the dispatch person hang up on. Why wouldn't you transfer into a Spanish-speaking rep? I'm confused here.
Yeah.
Spanish is like the largest language here in the U.S. I'm very, very confused on why your first thought was like, let me hang up on this guy. If it's a real emergency, he'll call back. Like, that's not how that works. Like, what?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, this guy died in a fire. Apparently,
wow.
He died because wait, did he die? Let me just. Yeah, he died. He and his 14-year-old nephew died because dispatch hung up on him. That's what the lawsuit says. So the family is actually suing the police department.
Good for them. I would sue. Good for them. Because it's his nephew, which means his brother's son died as well.
Yes.
So it affects two people. He lost a brother and he lost his son. Hell yeah, good for them. Good for them.
Listen to this. So he called in to notify her of the fire in his home and was begging for emergency assistance, but the dispatcher did not speak or understand Spanish language, nor did she utilize a Spanish language helpline, nor did any other dispatcher assist her in this regard. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're supposed, like, hold on a second. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you I don't like answering phones all day either. All right, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you no, I don't enjoy it. But I'm not in a line of work where my phone call depends on someone's life. If you don't like doing that, believe me, do not show up to your job. Do not show up, because that is someone's life. This is not you taking, you're on, like, you're helping Walmart.com and the people like upset because they didn't get their cookies or something. This is not what this is. This is life and death matter here.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have the audacity to do the right thing. Like,
how about at least transfer to a Spanish? Oh, how about this? If you didn't even do that,
that's what
find out his number and then give it to a Spanish-speaking rep. So call this person back.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. Like, you could have saved 2 lives. All you had to do was, like,
do some extra work. It's like 5 fucking seconds.
Un momento, and then just freaking, like, just put them through the Spanish. Like, I know they have a Spanish. I know they do. Come on now. This is 21st century, man. They have a
Spanish-speaking cop, for fuck's sake. Transfer the call to a cop on the field.
Probably in the entire place they're sitting in the office, if you turn around, you'll see 5 other people that speak Spanish, probably.
Yeah.
Most likely. Like, you could have helped this person. And then you had his number, because the number comes in when they call in. You could have had someone call back out within seconds.
Dude, even my cell phone. One time I hit, I think back in the day, it was like, they programmed your iPhone. If you hit the button 3 times, it's supposed to call the cops. Mistakenly, I guess I was bending down, whatever. I hit the button. Even they called my cell phone automatically back. Was like, "Are you okay?" The emergency button was activated. Just want to point that out.
So listen to this. The dispatcher is saying that this is not true.
Huh?
Okay.
So let's pull the tapes.
That Santiago, the guy, called dispatch and spoke in English. And the call taker told Mr. Santiago that help is on the way. The fire department has been dispatched. That's what the dispatcher is saying. And then listen to this. The call record shows a minute after this conversation the lady had with him, another Spanish speaking person called in and she immediately transferred them to the translation line. So you did it once and you didn't do it, but I'm so confused. Like where's the recordings at?
Yeah. That's mad sus. Someone's jumping through the vent. That's sus right there.
Yeah.
Pull the tapes. Let's pull the tapes.
Yeah, tapes don't lie. Like you can't really be that stupid of a dispatcher that you think like you can lie and there's tapes there and they're not gonna show you what it is.
Yeah. I mean, hell, because we work at a call center ourselves, everything is recorded. We could pull anyone's tapes. Like, stop. Just stop.
That's crazy. That I don't know. That's some craziness. All right, You have anything for world news?
No, I'm already tight as it is from fucking Yaris fucking kid Lambo bullshit. I didn't get a Lambo growing up. I had a busted Nissan.
Wait. He's autistic, so it's the parents.
Oh yeah, so he's autistic. So let's get him a Lambo. Next time when he comes out, we'll get him a Porsche too when he gets out to celebrate his release. Fuck out of here. Mom and dad should throw your ass in the fucking. I should put you in the way.
I just want to say, remember when that scandal happened with all these celebrities and the colleges? They were paying colleges to get their kids into school for like fake degrees, right? The parents went to jail for it. The parents.
Yep.
Right. So how is this any different, bro? How is this any different?
That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. You should fucking lock the parents up. You should put them in jail too.
Whose car was that name under? It wasn't under this kid.
It probably was. They rich enough. They probably put him on there so they could build up his insurance.
Nah, it's not under his. No way. Anyways, all right. Let's go to some Tesla talk. All right, for Tesla talk. Now the weather is getting colder. All right, not like super cold where you need a winter jacket, but now you're wearing your sweaters, you're wearing your
chilly.
It's on the colder side. It's not like I'm not using the AC at all anymore.
Me too.
You may or may not have a window cracked open depending on the temperature. So now my car, right? So now I'm gonna tell you guys, this is my first winter with the Tesla, right? My first winter. So my 90% used to be charged at like 231, 232, like around there miles on a 90% charge. Okay. Now the car says at 90% is at like 272. No, sorry. I just go to the app because I completely forgot. Hold on. So at a 90%, we're at like a 225. So he's lost like 5 miles or 6 miles or 7 miles, somewhere around there because it goes up and down. So he lost about 7 miles of range. And it's not even that cold yet. It's not even that cold yet. Like, it's not winter time. It's not like, oh my God, I need gloves and a hat and a scarf and it's snowing. It is not that time yet. And then I noticed, guys, something, right? So when I go in the morning and I drive the car in the morning, even though I let it precondition the battery and heat up and the car does it on its own. I set a timer on when I'm going to leave, like my departure, and the car does all the things on its own. I don't have to set up anything. So by the time I come out, by that time, the car is ready to go. Okay? So when I come out, the regeneration braking, it doesn't work.
Oh, shit.
Because it's too cold. Or if it does work, it only works on like lower speeds. It's not like the fully braking system that I had when it was summertime. Mm-hmm. And it's not even cold out yet. It's like 50, 60 degrees right now. And for New York, that's not cold. That's like nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's like, we're doing pretty good today. Yeah. So I'm scared. I'm gonna tell you I'm a little scared with the range anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. Gonna lie.
If you haven't seen the YouTube video when she goes get the Switch, you're gonna see how scared she becomes when the range anxiety kicks in.
Yeah, I was like, if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that video. I was down to like 10% or something like that, and I didn't have a supercharger in sight. I was in the middle of like a major highway. It was pretty nerve-wracking. Yeah, bad. I thought I was gonna have to tow my car to like a supercharger and all types of stuff. Like, I don't know. A lot of things were going in my mind during that time. Like, I really thought I was going to tow the car somewhere. So, another thing I had, right? Apparently, Tesla fans are really angry.
Why?
And their anger is becoming a problem. Like, it's like some type of cult here. I mean, I'm a Tesla fan, but I don't feel like I'm part of a cult.
Yeah.
Like, I play, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a cult thing. So basically what happened was Missy Cummings, okay, is an engineer professor at Duke University and a former fighter pilot. And now she's going to be the senior advisor for safety at the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Okay.
Okay. And what she basically does is she kind of is a little bit against Tesla, you could say. I mean,
Bias?
no, she's doing her job, bro. Like she's just
Okay.
doing her job. All right.
Okay.
So you can't really I don't really blame her. I'm not mad at her. She's doing her job. Her job is to make sure the roads are safe for everybody, right?
Okay.
So she's kind of against Tesla because of their self-driving or autopilot and stuff like that. She tests Teslas, and according to her findings and studies, is autopilot is not safe. It's not ready. The whole Tesla want to do automatic taxis and all that type of stuff. She's like, it is way beyond, like, that is ridiculous. Like that claim that can happen. Like it's not good. Like she is like totally against it. So Cummings has studied ADAS for years. She's been a very vocal critic of Tesla's deployment of its autopilot feature. So now the Tesla fanboys are pissed because now she's in charge of this, what is it, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And those are the people investigating Tesla for all those crashes and everything.
I see.
So now you see why the fanboys
are getting tight.
Yes.
Now it's starting to like come into horizon why they're getting tight. But you know what? I'm sorry. I don't own a Tesla, obviously. I live vicariously through Hiba and her Tesla. So after going through so many testings and working through the Tesla, let me tell you, this self-driving, it's mad sus too. It's sus.
Yeah,
it's sus.
It's sus.
That's mad sus. Like I've experienced it and I've seen it. I've seen one time, dude. Nothing beats. I think we were going somewhere to test it, right? Yeah. I think it's in one of our videos. I forgot which one. And you were coming off the highway, and it was like, boom, boom, here you go, fuck you. Yeah. It just left you there while going like 50.
Yeah,
just left her in mid. So you were just driving.
Imagine you were having a sandwich. Both of your hands are on the sandwich. You got sauce dripping out of your hands. All right, and now it goes boop boop boop, and now you got the sandwich. Now you're panicking with the sandwich, and now you got to take control of the wheel because right next to you is a concrete wall. Yeah. Right, and now you're like panicking and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah,
it's mad sus.
And that's self-driving. That's the one. That's the software that costs you $10,000. It's not even free. Yeah, if it was free software, I'd be like, yeah. It's free, but that ain't even free. That's a $10,000 software. That
wait. It's 10 grand. It's 10 grand, ladies and gentlemen. And if something happens, it's on you.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Your car's fucked. Well, God. It's on you. It's act of God. Follow the Apple statement.
Let Jesus take the wheel.
Fuck out of here.
Well, you know what's crazy? Tesla stock is still at an all-time high. It's $909.20 right now.
I know.
One Tesla stock. It is at an all-time high right now.
Yeah.
That's also what's like crazy. Like you hear all the negativity, yet it's still on its way up and up and up. You know, like it's I don't know.
The more the electric vehicles, because if you don't notice lately, guys, I'm sure you guys have. A lot of car manufacturers are following the EV type vehicles. So the more EV vehicles are coming out, the more those are getting more attention.
Tesla's expanding their supercharger network by like 3 times.
Yeah,
in the next 2 years.
That's only because they're selling a lot more Teslas. They're backordered to like April of next year.
Yeah,
it's a long
that's
time.
coming out.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know what? I actually gonna move on to another topic here.
Wow, really?
I'm gonna go into some movie review.
Okay.
All right. So movie review, right? I saw this movie. It just came out Thursday or Friday on HBO Max and in theaters. It's called Dune, right? Which is a remake.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Remake. But this part is just part 1.
Fuck that.
They literally deaded it in the middle of like all the good stuff. Like part 1 is just a buildup of everything, right? Yeah. Part 1 doesn't really like show you anything or have major plot twists or anything. It's just like introducing the characters, introducing like, you know, the setting, introducing all the conflict. Like it's just an introduction to everything. So for 2.5 hours, I was under the impression that I'm gonna see a whole complete movie. But no, there's no complete movie here. It's literally part 1. And the
Yeah.
director is so confident that he labeled it as part 1. Okay? But Warner Brothers has not authorized a part 2, so there may never be a part 2.
Just watch the original. The original is
I'm
better.
gonna watch the original now because I'm
Watch the
really
original.
invested in these characters. By the way, the movie itself, gorgeous.
The
It
movie,
looks
I'm
good.
sure it is because they did a remake on it. But the original and the book for Dune, fantastic. I haven't seen the new one. I'm probably gonna see the new one. My mother's been watching it, but I haven't.
Watch
But
it.
the
It's good.
remake, the regular Dune movie itself, fantastic. Regular Dune, because I've seen it from beginning to end. Of course, I'm sure a lot of our viewers that out there have seen it. If they haven't, you need to treat yourself, watch that, and read the book. The book is fantastic.
This movie, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it Thursday night and I was like really sleepy because I work all. I was sleepy and I was like forcing myself to stay awake. My eyes are crying because I'm fighting my sleep because it's so good. I didn't want to stop. And then when it got to the end, which is kind of like the middle of the movie, I was pissed. I was tight. I was like, is that what they meant? I just meant that part 1 was part 1 of this movie and there'll be another chapter that's part 2 in the same movie. That's what I thought part 1 was. And I didn't know it was like, oh, this is just 1 and there may be a part 2, but Warner Brothers hasn't approved it. They want to see how well it does on HBO Max and how it does in theaters before they even greenlight part 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Watch the
it's
original.
good. No, but it's really good. It's really good. Like it's worth it. Like it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they still kept the same premise in the book, so I am gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong. It's just that
It's
I
good,
like the
Jay.
original. I like the
It's
original.
good. I'm invested. Like they're all like amazing actors. Like all of them are like amazing actors. It's set very well. The scenery is beautiful. Like I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah, Dune is actually pretty good, so
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. I definitely like watching Dune.
Yeah.
At
Well,
least the original.
you know what, James? I think that's all we have for today. I think we need to go out there and film our Halloween episode for these people.
Mm,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
time.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's time we have to go out there and film it
Nah,
for them.
no,
Gotta
no.
get the creepiness going.
Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, because I know you guys watch us on YouTube. Hib, you want to say something?
Yeah, go ahead and stay tuned to our Halloween special coming out on Halloween, where we do something crazy.
So like and subscribe and follow. Remember, if you do that, you keep the black-eyed children away from your door. And if
Yeah.
you don't do that, they're going to be knocking on your door on
On
Halloween. So
Halloween.
don't do it. See
Keep
what
the children
happens.
away. Keep the children away.
Take care,
They
guys.
have germs and COVID.
Yeah, you don't want COVID. You don't want COVID black-eyed children.
Yeah, that's not
Just
good. They're
saying.
gonna
It's not
cough
good.
on you. All right, that's it. Until then, see you on the next one.